What's up, everybody? I love you guys. Before we jump into this episode, I want to encourage you to tap in to the Balm Counseling Center. This is a platform that my wife, Juliet, created, and we have a team of counselors and therapists that can help you in so many different areas of your lives. Let me just list a few. We have support groups for blended families. There's groups to support wives that are going through different situations, for those struggling with addictions, anger management, forgiveness to freedom, women in leadership, one-on-one and certified premarital counseling, and so much more. It's all in the Balm Counseling Center. I encourage you to click the link below and start your journey to freedom today. I love you guys. Now let's get into it.
I took the long way to get us.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
So now when you ask me, how is Montel on the other side? Montel is still trying to put himself back together to the point of where I'm speaking about myself in third person.
Wow.
And I haven't had to do that
Yep.
in a long time.
Yep.
Because I've been first person.
Yes, sir.
And now trying to put those pieces back together, I find myself sometimes not being as kind or as patient or as optimistic with my best friend who's been through this with me.
Right.
Watching myself,
Right.
be myself,
Right.
and then step out of myself and
Absolutely.
become myself again.
Yeah.
And so in that, I have to continue catching myself. And I felt like I can be present, I can be there, present, but not fully there. And so I have to catch myself and I have to force myself to be like, hey, be in the moment. Be right there in the moment. Because there's a part of me that knows I am healed. There's a part of me that knows all means all. And there's a part of me that knows that in 4 months, I need to go back and I need to check those PSA levels and need to make sure that there's no more fight. And nobody's saying, hey, after school. After school. You know. And as a kid, I remember being bullied.
I remember.
After school.
I remember. After school.
And what killed me more than actually the bully being there after school was me thinking about all day.
God. Absolutely. It's torture.
This guy
I can't concentrate in class.
After school.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely.
Whether he showed up or not.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the battle within.
Yes, sir.
The external battle is, I know I'm healed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I believe it. And I trust it. And you don't want that fight.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I've already
beat
whipped you twice. I've already whipped you
and
twice.
you really shouldn't even get a rematch because anytime you beat somebody, there's no purpose in
Exactly.
doing that again.
Exactly.
And navigating now, stepping fully back into becoming one Montell. What up, y'all? I'm Montell Jordan. I have been with Tim Ross in the basement. And no, this is not facial tissue. This is a different type of tissue. But you must watch the entire pod to even understand what this is about. We're talking about it, all of it. And you don't want to miss this episode of The Basement, because this is how we do it.
The basement is back again, get it crackling. Press beat no matter what issues we tackling. Dwell deep no matter what issues we grappling. Y'all heard the call no matter what candies I'm rapping in. Hundreds flow ain't the flow God chose. The basement is the flow God knows. We seen, heard, known, love, agreed all those. Maybe disagree, but that don't mean we foes. I'm back in this community with impunity. All them cancellations from the crowd couldn't ruin me. Besides the fact I'm digging wells rather usefully. We in the Discord with one accord kinda beautifully. Cali to Texas, dwellers don't test us. We dead to the flesh, crucifixion for breakfast. I am a vegan, no beef, only lettuce. So let us catch up with no mustard to bless us. God give us grace as we process these feelings. Give us the strength for this flesh we are killing. We are with you, remain true to the witness. Without you we lose, with you we are winning. Let's go.
Welcome to The Basement, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Tim Ross. Shout out to my dwellers literally watching from all over the world. Do you know how much I love y'all? Yeah, y'all are just, y'all press B with me, and we just gonna let whatever gonna be just be. I love y'all. Thank you so much. From wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, thank you for trusting my voice, the voices that we bring to this platform, so that every single person can normalize vulnerability, so that everybody in the world can be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, fully loved, even if they're not fully agreed with, because 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I am sitting here with a dear friend. He just happens to be famous. Now, here's the thing that I love about you being here is my sons and I have had this banter, this playful banter going back and forth, where they say that I'm famous and I remind them I'm well known. And then they're like, no, Daddy, you're famous. And they point to my Instagram and a few other things. And they'll be like, for these reasons, you are famous. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm well known in some pockets, but let me give you famous. LeBron.
Famous.
Steph.
Famous.
Michael.
Famous.
Jackson, Jordan, Tyson.
Yes.
Don't matter which one.
That's right.
Famous.
Yeah.
Lecrae.
Famous.
Famous. This dude is in Fortnite now. And he just did a tiny desk. Okay?
Yeah.
Montell. Nobody's confusing this Montell with the one that had a talk show host.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, nah. You say Montell, you're the default.
Okay.
You're the default. You are famous. And I'm happy that when you're here, I can use you as my sermon illustration. Well known. Face. This man is Grammy Award winning.
Yes. Because of famous Lecrae.
If you want to combine fame, I'm fine. If y'all want to be the Avengers, I don't care. Prolific songwriter, worship leader, pastor, advocate for marriage in a way that when he and Kristen get together, and if you never saw the podcast that we did together, then just go back to the archives and watch it. Man of integrity, character, a lover of God.
2-time cancer survivor.
2-time cancer survivor. I didn't know how I was going to articulate that. Yeah. And you jumped me, and I like yours better. Tao. Not once. Twice.
Yeah.
And he's just my dear friend. And this conversation that we're going to have is usually the conversation that we get to have over the phone, through text messages, on vacations together. And today, the cameras just happen to be on.
Yeah.
So I'm introducing to some, a very few, some, and presenting to others, my dear friend, back in the basement.
Yeah.
Montell Jordan is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Yes. Somebody type a big yes in the chat.
Doing my own sound effects. I'm so glad you're here, bro.
I'm grateful to be here, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So vulnerable off the hop, off rip.
Off rip. Let's just cannonball.
When I said 2-time cancer survivor,
yep.
There's something that just wells up in me when I say that.
Yeah.
That I don't know how I make it through this pod without. I know it.
Yep.
And I'm living it.
Yep.
And verbalizing it.
Yep.
Takes it to a different level of understanding of even what's in my heart that's being filtered through what's coming out of my mouth
Yeah.
that my brain processes and sends to the heart.
Yeah.
Because I guess out of the heart, you know what I'm
The
saying?
mouth speaks.
The mouth speaks. And
Yeah.
so the process of whatever's in the heart that's either coming out or what's either coming out so I can hear it myself to speak to my heart, that just hits me differently every time I say that.
Well, well, it would be difficult for me not to cry walking the journey.
Yeah.
And praying for you and being present
Yeah.
to hold that emotional, because I think when you hear 2-time cancer survivor, obviously I don't know a person that doesn't hate cancer.
Yeah.
It's number one. And I also don't know many people who haven't lost somebody to
Sure.
cancer. So when you get the testimony of a survivor who rings the bell, who gets to be the champion of what it's like on the other side, it still doesn't give you what they went through.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like, survivor, yay.
Yay.
But what is it like in it?
Yeah.
What is the worst fear that comes to your mind when you hear the C word?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that I would love for you to give us some clarity on, because to just cheer, he survived it.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to understand
Yeah. Yeah.
what it's like for you to sit here as a survivor.
Yeah.
What it took to get from that diagnosis to 2-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do it like they do in films.
Okay.
Good films.
Yeah.
Where you hear a story or something of where we are now, but then we'll be able to backtrack on some other things, because I think I kind of forced us into this space of talking about cancer like right off the hop.
And I don't care.
Okay.
Right.
So
you can talk about whatever you want.
So to directly answer that question, I have, for the past 2 years, lived out vetting doctors, treatments, from early diagnosis to keeping the first 6 months of a cancer diagnosis away from my entire family, my children, and just holding that space with just me and my wife. That in itself
For sure.
is almost, when you have cancer inside and then you also are navigating cancer on the outside, because it eats, and because it eats and it does what it does, even though there's something that was happening inside my body, the effects of it were also eating outside or eroding outside of the body. Eventually that journey goes into us telling our kids, and we didn't even tell our kids before we told, like, you, some close, friends and family. And we told our oldest son, who then said, you got to tell the other kids. And that journey of telling them and filming the entire thing. So having cameras and a camera crew to come alongside of the journey.
We got to go slow.
Okay.
And I'm already getting emotional thinking about it.
Okay.
So, but this is just what we do anyway. So whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
I think to start filming,
Yeah. Should say.
there's faith, right?
Yeah.
And then he's in heaven
Yeah.
because of cancer. And so for you to get a diagnosis and then be like, yeah, bring these cameras in here so y'all can walk, so y'all can record all of this. So when the testimony comes out on the other side, like, I wasn't prepared for that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
In real time.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Okay.
Right? I'm like, we documenting this entire thing that way on the other side when God gets the glory.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm believing for it.
Yes.
And my faith is with yours. And I'm like, Lord, I believe.
Yeah.
Help my unbelief.
Yes.
Because I know it's appointed for every man to die, and after that, the judgment. You take Montel. I'm about to be Trey from Boys in the Hood.
On the streets.
And then I'm going to be swinging, air punching in front of Nia Long. Juliet going to have to be Nia Long. So that was overwhelming for me as a friend.
Okay.
Because I was so protective of what you all had shared.
Yes.
And I never doubted why you were doing what you were doing. And at the same time, I was holding the tension of, Lord, I believe you're going to heal him, but you better heal him. And you better heal. Because this man ain't filming his own death.
Right. And in context, I love the way as you are able to kind of recap what that journey of filming was. It was actually more like a, no, God, we don't want to film this.
Right.
We want to get through this. We do not want to film this.
Right.
And so we have learned that a lot of the things that we don't humanly want to do have been the things God can trust us with. And because of the things that I used to want a Grammy. I wanted a Grammy so bad. I got to get this Grammy. I thought, is this the album? It's got to be this. It's got to be this. Like 30 years, no Grammy. And then when I'm not thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, God, I thought you promised me that. I was pretty sure I held on to it, but I just hold it lightly and I tuck it away, that if it doesn't, I believe what you said, but if it doesn't now, I'm not striving for it. And then the Grammy comes on something that and it's like, okay, this is how
you're going to do it. Right.
This is how he do it, right?
Anyway. Exactly. Yes.
So from that standpoint, I found the things that we haven't desired, when we were called into pastoring. And I'm just kind of giving flashes here, but when we were called into pastoring in a virtual church, we weren't like, oh my God, yes, I've wanted to pastor, a church ever since. No, it was like, no. Yeah. No, not my will, but your will be done. Right. My will, Tahiti. My will, somewhere on an island, toes in the sand, mailbox money.
Amen.
So I could, that's my will.
Yes, absolutely.
But not my will, your will be done. And so we enter into, that pastoral journey. And so it's the things that we didn't really want to do that we're finding God gets the most glory from in our lives. And if I can, hopefully I'm saying this the right way, but what we learned from that journey early on was when it came to filming and capturing the closet snots and the why us and the vetting of doctors and the going to Mayo Clinic and Keck and this doctor being a jerk and me not trusting this person. And so I'm finding that entire journey that Kristen and I did with that. We were thinking, okay, this has got to be a test of God, we trust you. This has to be another level of us learning to trust God. And it didn't dawn on us until much later that it wasn't about us trusting God, but it was about God trusting us. which is a very, very different place to be when asking the question, why would we have to navigate this?
Yep.
And it was because God said, because I can trust you with this. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to go through this. No family wants to go through this. No man or no one wants to navigate that. But I also can't trust everybody to tell the story and to tell the ugliness and to tell the transparency and the vulnerability in a way, especially when it comes to prostate cancer, because you're dealing with some very, very intricate parts of male anatomy and, and the body and its functionality, all of those things. And so in talking about those things, we become guarded, or we can become protective. And we, from jump, felt like, okay, if we're going to tell the story, if God's going to trust us with it, let's honorably and vulnerably and transparently tell the story in a way that not only is our story, but it's the story of so many people out there that we didn't even know what that was. So to just tag back and put a bow on that piece, because you was like, yo, we're going to get the cameras and we're going to tell this. Yes, in the movie version of it, that's how God's going to get the glory from it. But the reality, it was like, no, no, God, we don't want to tell this story,
right?
And it was but I trust you to tell it, and so that became the journey of why we started filming 2 years ago to capture everything.
And capture it you did. I mean, as much as I love the ending, there are parts that are still not comfortable for me as a friend. To watch, because I don't want to see my friend like that, you know. But that level of vulnerability and that level of transparency in it, because we love before and afters.
Sure.
Right? Like, I think one of the, I don't want to be redundant with this. I think one of the major reasons The Biggest Loser didn't have a longer run is because I didn't mean
the midsection.
No, no, it's not that. It's not that.
Not the midsection.
Let me control my hands. I talk with my hands. My dad said if my hands were tied behind my back, I could no longer communicate, and I believe him, because this is hard right now. But I'm gonna do it just so I can get through this part.
Okay.
Maybe I should do it here.
There you are.
So I think the viewing audience got fatigued with the process. It was too uncomfortable. Just show me the before and after picture.
Yeah.
You were big and now you're not.
Right.
Right? You were 400 pounds and now you're 280. Like, give me before and after. But to watch this person treadmill and cry because you can't have another calorie. And you know what I mean? And have to stand on a scale in front of America and be measured. And I think the viewing audience got fatigued with that. We don't do well with holding tension. We want it resolved as much as possible.
And that promise is on the other side of process. But no one wants the process. We just want to see, like you said, I want the promise. I want to be able to see that.
That's right.
Show me the before picture and the after.
Yeah.
But no one cares for process.
So based on what you just said, God trusted you with the process.
Why'd he do that?
Don't ask me.
Why would
I have the same question, right?
Yeah.
But how many of us can he trust with the process? Because we all want the after.
We all want the promise.
We all want the promise. But do we want Will we accept the process? It's not. I'm not going to say nobody wants it.
Right.
Will you accept the process? You accepted the process. You and Kristen accepted the process, Montell, and then showed it to us. You premiered it. What?
Who does that?
Who does? Who are y'all? Why? Why are y'all like these?
It was that woman you gave me.
And a remarkable woman. She
for
is.
sure.
Yeah. That is and that's out.
What a journey.
Yeah.
What a journey that one that I would. The difference between nakedness and vulnerability, or I should say the difference between nakedness and transparency.
Okay.
Nakedness is, I see you. Transparency is, I see through you. Right? And so not everybody can handle your nakedness because people will defile you. People can distort things when you're naked. You can't trust everybody with your nakedness, but I can trust you with transparency because God says they don't see me, but they see through me. And so in telling this story, for me to say I'm going to be transparent in it, and then also for my wife to say, yes, I'm going to be transparent in it too, because the bigger story here, and I don't want to go here yet, but I'll tease this, is even bigger than our journey battling cancer. There's a whole world of people like yourself who become caregivers. And that's something nobody talks about.
Correct.
Because if we want to talk or speak about your dad and his journey,
Correct.
there are people who also had to navigate what he was navigating.
Absolutely
I remember
correct. Yes, sir.
hearing you process out loud
Yes,
what was
sir.
going on in that time.
Yes, sir.
And the same way,
Yes, sir.
caregiver fatigue
Absolutely correct.
is a very real thing.
That's absolutely correct.
And so I would even say that my bride, even now,
Yeah.
in the aftermath of a 2-year journey
Yes.
with me, where in the midst of that, she had a several-month span of our daughter who had surgery for scoliosis. And then prior to that, the year before I got diagnosed, her dad dies of cancer. So you're looking at a woman that's navigated 3-4 years straight
Yep.
of caregiving.
Yep.
And that in itself has been a part of our journey together,
Yeah.
getting us to this space and documenting it. And so people will see.
They get both sides of it.
They see the strength of her,
Yep.
like, yeah, your cancer chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
And then, also saying, I cannot do this. I'm not built for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But God trusted. He trusted us with it. And, we sometimes it's, I think it's our form of worship, right? It's just our obedience in that space that we're worshiping God, even in the filmmaking of that space, by saying, I'll say yes to doing it.
My mom, so daddy had a brain aneurysm in 2003, and he was given a 1% chance to live in ICU. He was
In
there
2003.
In 2003. And miraculously, after like maybe 2.5 months, he is discharged and goes home. And my mom becomes his primary caregiver. The stress of taking that assignment cost her teeth. Her teeth fell out.
You call that an assignment?
Yeah. Yeah. It is for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to death do us part. And to take that on, my mom did not opt for caregivers coming in. She's like, I will nurse this man back to health.
Have you used that word assignment in saying that before? I'm asking only because something means something was given to you.
Yeah, for
Teachers
sure.
assign homework.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
and so,
That's the way she took it.
okay,
She took it as like, this is on me.
okay,
But I saw the toll it took on her physical body to do that. And when he got sick again, and then diagnosed with the cancer in January of 2004, in 2024, I'm sorry, 21 years later, my mom was very clear, I can't do that again. Right? Bring in whoever we need to help because I'm not going to be able to do that again. I don't think a lot of people ever consider the toll it takes on those who care for,
right,
that give care to the person who is ailing, and what it means to nurse them back to health, or for them to stay in that state and for somebody to be there. And so that story is as important. And that's one of the things I've loved about you and Kristen from jump is that you've allowed your marriage to tell the story so that people have both sides, as opposed to, you know what I mean? You're always talking or she's always talking. And it's like, but what about them?
Yeah.
Are they going to say something? You know what I mean? And so for you all to capture, it's not just the journey of your story, but it's the journey of her story as well. And for people to see both sides of that gives hope for the person that is in your position and the person that is in her position. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. That's profound.
You know, I think one of the things that's interesting about that disease in particular is that it literally tries to erode from the inside out, but also from the outside in, which is diabolical.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
That, inside there's stuff that was happening. But the knowledge of that then causes a reaction that now outside some stuff starts happening. So it's eating away at body internally. It's eating away at marriage externally. It's eating away at intimacy.
I've never considered
It's
it.
eating away at trust, meaning I could tell you anything. I didn't want to tell you that. I got a friend who's so close that, you know, he's experienced so many different things in his life. He had a best friend that passed away of cancer, and his dad died of cancer. He had a wife that passed of cancer. When I got diagnosed, the first thing is like, I can't share this with one of my best friends because, dude, what you've been through,
Right.
Who am I to add another one?
Right, for sure.
But, you know, even though I'm going to beat this,
Right.
who am I to, but that's what cancer does. Cancer isolates. It isolates.
I never considered I've never considered the way it eats away externally. No. I've never considered it. Like, I know what's going on in the body.
Yeah.
But I've never, I was just thinking about, in my case, as a friend, it's eating away at my peace.
Well, so here's a revelation probably for everybody. Now, I know all cancers, different people are different, how they navigate is different. For me, in this entire time, I have never felt like I had cancer. Never. I didn't wake up when it was like, I think, I never had a symptom. I never had, other than someone saying, hey, your blood level is off. Let's go here. Let's look at here. Let's look at this. Oh, we see something. I never felt anything internally. Even after I had surgery on election day of 2024, and they took that out of my body. The prostate was removed, radical prostatectomy surgery. They took it out. There, of course, was pain and things afterwards. I had to wear a catheter. Like that entire documented journey. Once my body healed, there were things I had to go through. I had to retrain myself how to use the restroom. I had to do so many different things. But even other than them taking something out of my body, I never felt like I had cancer. I felt like they took something out of my body.
Wow.
But never felt cancer. The only time I've ever felt cancer is talking about cancer that's outside of my body. Sharing it.
Dang.
With my kids, sharing it with my, at the time, 11-year-old daughter, calling my mom to say, hey, Mom, that was my cancer journey more than feeling something inside. For me, it wasn't something feels wrong in my body. I need to go have it checked out. And that's one of the challenges that men in particular have. That we wait until something is wrong, or wait until it's too late. Which is why early detection helps save lives.
Absolutely.
Early detection helps save lives. The journey of what I had that I got diagnosed with is 99% treatable.
Yes, sir.
When caught early on. As my doctors would say, prostate cancer is the friendliest form of cancer that you can get because it is 99% treatable when caught early enough. And so from that journey, just navigating that, I never felt like I had cancer. Today, now 2 years, cancer-free, and then 3 months post after the second diagnosis and that entire thing, I don't want to go into that right now, but that was 37 rounds of proton therapy, 5 days a week, going and sitting in a machine, like all of that to get to what that did to my body. I felt the effects of that more than I felt cancer.
It's crazy.
So
Unbelievable. Okay. Excuse my levity here. I'm just curious. Did you ever have to wear Depends?
I wore Depends for 1 week. And that's not normal.
Really?
That's not normal.
Is it usually longer?
It is longer. So this is a funny story. Okay, so I don't know if you know this.
Okay.
Before I had my surgery for the cancer the first time,
Okay.
I got a call from Jonta Austin. I'm saying his name wrong.
Okay.
I got a call from somebody in Usher's camp
Okay.
that said, hey, there's this concert that Usher does called Usher and Friends.
Okay. Yes.
And we want you to be in Friends
Uh-huh.
because he's in Anaheim, he's in Cali, and we think you would be dope to come out and smash, this is how we do it out there with Ush. And I'm like, when is it? And they were like, it's like November the 18th. And so I'm like, I looked at the calendar and I saw I have surgery on the 5th. I didn't say this to them. I'm thinking, okay, I have surgery on the 5th, like invasive surgery. And then a week after the surgery, I'm supposed to get the catheter out. And then a couple of days after that, we're talking 10 days after a major, okay, put me in.
You're such a dork.
That's what I said. I did not tell my wife.
I bet you did not. I bet you did not.
I told no one. But okay, so how I'm wired is I gotta shoot for something, man. I gotta see something to be able to know where my next marker is.
Understood. Absolutely.
I run a lot further and faster if I know here's the rest stop. Or
Got you.
Here's the spot.
I feel you.
And so not knowing how this is going to go, I'm doing the Kegels long before and the Kegel exercises are to strengthen the walls of the bed of your body. You know, it's not like ab work. It's like a different muscle.
It's in the pelvic area.
In the pelvic
it lives in
area
the
that
pelvic
helps you be able to control better.
Yes.
The way the doctors explain it to me is that my entire life, for 54 years, my prostate and my bladder have been dancing partners. They talk to each other on a regular basis. My bladder says to my prostate, hey, I got to go pee. And the prostate sends a message up to the brain that says, hey, bladder has to go pee. And then the body does what it needs to do. When you take out the prostate, you take out the dancing partner.
Wow.
So when the bladder now fills up, it has no way to communicate with the brain to say, hey, gotta go.
It just goes.
Until you're pissing on yourself.
Wow.
Which is known as incontinence.
Yes.
It's why men have difficulty, or why the Depends are needed.
Right, for sure.
And so with the Kegels, what they do is they help you to be able to catch early on, so that when you realize you are able to strengthen your pelvic walls to get you to the restroom in time.
Okay, so let me just interpret this through the theater of my imagination.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a DJ and he's playing the songs.
Yes.
And he's been watching the bladder and the prostate dance with each other the whole time he's been mixing.
Correct.
And then the prostate leaves the party. Like, it doesn't go to get something to drink. It leaves the party.
Gone.
But the prostate's still dancing.
Yes.
And so now the DJ is like, oh, you look like you about to bust a move. Like, so I think DJ Kegel had to step in and start to announce.
Yeah, I think you.
I think the homie bladder needs to take a leak.
Yes.
And I need you to go ahead and catch that right now.
Yes.
Before I play this next song.
Absolutely.
And it dances all over y'all.
Over everybody.
Over everybody.
Everybody.
That's the way my brain just made sense of that.
And very, very accurate.
Yeah.
And so because I did my Kegels, I lost my sense of, I lost the feeling of when I need to go to the restroom.
Got it.
But the feeling was replaced with a sense that, how parents tell the kids, hey, we're about to leave, go to the bathroom.
Yep.
And then they say, I don't have to go. And you say, try.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's how I reprogrammed myself.
Yep.
And there's so many layers to this, dude.
This is crazy.
Okay. So I got to make sure I circle back around to the Usher story.
Okay.
Put a pin in that.
Yep.
The reason why I wore Depends shorter time, and I'm cool with a Depends commercial. If y'all watching this and you want to do it, holla at your boy, because I did wear them.
Holla at your boy.
I did wear them.
You got Dion. Get him.
I did wear them.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw Emmett do it too.
Oh, Emmett did one too?
Emmett did it before Dion did.
I didn't know that.
Come on out of the NFL and come on over to the music side. I got you.
Come on.
I got you. What I did though was in that space where cancer was still, after the surgery, kind of eating away at intimacy and that space. We were in separate rooms for a moment because I had a catheter. I was getting up late at night. And so what I would do, I don't think anybody's has done this, because this is, maybe they have, but because I had to drink a lot of water throughout the day and I had to go to the restroom. I had catheter on, but as I was trying to train myself after the catheter was out, train myself to go to the restroom, I would set alarms for myself at night. So I set an alarm. I go to bed at 10. I would set an alarm for midnight. I set an alarm for 2. I set an alarm for 4. And so I go to bed at 10. I'm sleeping. And if I woke up and I felt like, oh, I really gotta go, I would rush to the bathroom. I'm barely making it.
Yep. Understood.
I'm sleeping with Depends on, and I barely make it to the bathroom. I'm super frustrated. Like I gotta catch this. I gotta be able to hold it, even if I don't catch when I feel like it, because I don't feel it. When I start sensing, I have to do it.
Yep.
And so I literally alarm clocked myself to life to the point of where every 2 hours I would get up, and whether I had to go to the bathroom or not, I would just get up and I would go and I would use the restroom. And then what happened is with those 2 hour increments was eventually before the alarm would go off, I would wake up and I would be like, okay, let me go and try and go to the bathroom. And I would look at the alarm and it would say, I still have 15 minutes left. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then from doing that for a couple of days, eventually that window of 2 hours became 3 hours, it became 4 hours. And so I willed myself through alarm clocking that I would be able to feel like I could sleep with my wife without wearing Depends.
Yep.
And so I went from Depends to wearing 2 pair of drawers.
Yep.
And then from 2 pair of drawers to being able to normally, now have the sensibility and everything that I need to be able to go to the restroom.
Yep.
Okay. So that's how within a week's time, I isolated myself.
That's crazy, bro.
And went through the process of alarm clocking myself every 2 hours to every 3 hours to 4 hours until knowing how to be able to use the restroom. Because if you're waking up, you don't know you have to
Correct.
go.
Right.
All right, now pull the pen out of the Usher story. So this is the process that's happening after surgery on November 5th. And then 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, November 10th, I now have the catheter taken out, and this is now me training myself to use the restroom, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. We're now a couple of days out from this concert. The concert, I believe, was on a Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. I didn't tell Kristen and everybody that was around at that time that the concert was happening until Sunday.
How did you?
Yeah, on Sunday I was like, hey, I'm feeling really good now. And I feel good enough for us to go to sound check on Tuesday. And they were like, sound check for what?
How does Kristen not know this? Kristen's right there. How do you not? Kristen knows everything.
She does know everything.
She is the central nervous system of your entire operation.
Facts.
How does she not know you have a concert in a day and a half?
I was holding it tight, bro.
That is the biggest poker face of all time.
I was kegling that thing. I was holding it. I was holding that thing. No leakage, bro. No leakage.
I'm dead.
Me no leaky. I held that one, bro. I held that one.
Not kegling information. I'm weak. I'm using that. I don't know when it's going to be appropriate for me to use that. How did you not tell me, Tim Ross? I kegled it. I clenched it
Verbal
until it couldn't be clenched anymore.
Kegling.
What?
Crazy.
Was she pissed? I'm scared. Like, you're telling me the story?
She's pissed now. What do you mean she's pissed? Of course.
I'm scared of what you're going to tell me because I know Kristen.
Part of the challenge is LA, everything is so far away that where we were staying, to get to Anaheim was going to take about 4 hours in traffic, even though we're only like really an hour and 15 away.
For sure.
Just to get where I needed to be at that time of day. And for me,
Unbelievable.
Now having the restroom stuff, driving to Anaheim, sitting in a car for that amount of time.
Yeah.
But that was a day, I threw on those Depends.
Yep.
And I threw on 2 pair of drawers on top of the Depends. And I dressed up. And we all hopped in the car, in the SUV, and we rolled out to Anaheim, went to the concert. And they'll be able to see in the doc what that looks like. But I met with Usher, got a chance to perform and be friends, and I was friends.
Yep.
About 13,000 people going bananas over, the song and the intro of it. Great. Usher and me both doing Get It On Tonight together, and all that is happening. I'm on stage in front of 14,000 people wearing a diaper, and no one knew. No one knew that about 10 days prior, that I had something removed from my body and was willing myself back to that moment. And it really was that moment that I felt like my life as I knew it, as an entertainer, as somebody that performs and brings joy from, I believe stages are for entertainment and platforms are for influence. I've, over these times, moved from making, are you writing that down?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry.
Are you apologizing for saying something dope that I wanted to write down?
Fast and fast, yeah.
No, you fine.
Stages are for entertainment. Stages are for performances.
Yep.
Platforms are for influence. And so I've tried to take every stage and turn it into a platform. And so from that standpoint, being there in that moment with Usher, and I don't know what happens in the world and how this, that moment with me and Usher in that moment, when he's introducing me and we're having a conversation in front of those 14,000 people, he addresses me as not only a musical peer or, like a unk, in the business, but he says, and I also get to call you pastor. That is how you turn a stage into a platform.
Wow.
And that happened for me in a diaper, in a Depends. So that moment allowed me to see I can still turn stages into platforms. God's not done with me.
Yep.
And that was just one of the moments early on in the process of how people differently navigate diagnosis. They navigate, every cancer is different.
Yeah, for sure.
There are things that are similar, but there are certain things, how a person responds to hearing the words, hey, it's cancer, it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
It's different for every person.
Yeah.
For me,
Yep.
when I heard it, I was not with Kristen at the time. And when the doctor told me, hey, we see this is what we see, it is cancer. That's the bad news. The good news is it's treatable because we caught it early enough. So in that moment, I realized life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
And so even though I heard what he said, what immediately came to my mind is, this ain't gonna kill me. This ain't, it's not how I go out.
Yep.
Not gonna kill me.
Yep.
And so that's not everybody.
Right, for sure.
I get that.
Yep.
There's fear, there's uncertainty, there's a lot of different things. But that was my first response.
Yep.
And I'm appreciative that that was my first response rather than my last resort. Right?
It's good. That's good. I there's a story that I often share about a woman. She used to attend the Potter's house, and just one of the sweetest women you'll ever meet. She got diagnosed with cancer, and she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and she beat it. And so she's telling the testimony about it, and she goes, the doctor told me I had stage 4 cancer, and then told me what the treatment was going to be, and it was scary for our family, but we believed God, and then I got healed. And she was like, but I thought there were 10 stages.
What'd she say? She thought there were 10.
She thought there were 10 stages. So when
He said 4.
he told her stage 4,
I'm not even halfway.
she was like, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, this is yes.
Man.
She thought there was 10 stages.
Okay.
So when she heard stage 4,
like,
when a person that knows hears stage 4,
Wow.
right? It sounds like a death sentence.
Yeah.
She heard it and was like, oh snap.
Got it early.
So we gotta do well, we got to do chemo. We got to do this and that. And she did all the stuff and she got healed.
Wow.
So to your point, the mindset
Yeah.
changes your disposition. Now, there's no way I can think about the story you've just told me and not think about the late, great Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
who got a very dim report
Yes.
and worked until he died,
Crazy.
right?
Crazy.
You double drawed up and put on the Depends, and this man went back to work
Sure did.
with colon cancer. Making movie we didn't even know. We just thinking, oh man, he's lean and ripped.
Yeah.
As
not
Black
even
Panther.
knowing. Yeah.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Right? And so the mindset is so important to that. And it's more than a notion to say you got the Lord's peace and then have to be dealt with a storm that's going to, where you get to choose if I'm gonna stand outside and panic or if I'm gonna get a pillow and go to sleep.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Because that's an option,
It is an option.
right?
It is an option.
The disciples could have been like, well, he sleep.
Well, there you go. We might as well go sleep.
We might as well go to sleep. He don't seem bothered.
No.
They woke him up.
They were very bothered. They were very bothered.
Fam, don't you see we dying?
Sir.
Right. Excuse
sir.
me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I don't mean to- I don't mean to wake you up.
As soon as he wakes up, as soon as he cracks his eye open, were you asleep? So, I mean, I just think it's a profound lesson, not just for anybody that's dealing with cancer, but for any storm or disruption in their life. How are you going to approach it
Right.
once you're faced with the news? Because you do have an option.
You do.
Yeah.
You brought up Chadwick Boseman. Interesting, his journey, which I know nothing about, is part of the reason why we started filming.
Interesante.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
We, like the rest of the world, found out, oh, Chadwick Boseman had cancer.
Yeah.
And he passed away from cancer. And it was like, well, how long did he have it? What treatment did he use? Where did he, if he was still making films, what doctors did he, what did he choose? Did he do something holistic? Did he do a surgery?
Right.
Like, who did he tell? Did he have
Right.
family members? Like, what process? Like, I got nothing, bro.
Yeah.
I got great movies. I got great memories. I got no resolution. I got no GPS. I got nothing that I could point to other than he navigated it, he kept it silent, and he's gone, and we'll miss him greatly.
Yeah.
That didn't help me with my journey. I couldn't point to anything.
Yep.
And so from that standpoint, I'm grateful not for his journey, not that he chose to privately
Right.
navigate that, because other people have chosen to privately
Yeah, for sure.
navigate that as well.
Yep.
But that was a prompt for me to be able to say, however this thing is going to go, I got to leave some breadcrumbs for somebody else to be able to know, even if they don't choose the treatment that I chose or eat like I eat or choose the regimen that I chose, I can at least provide a template
Yeah, for sure.
for someone to, like, I don't have to go the way GPS tells me to go.
Right, for sure.
You know, get me in the right area.
Right, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll get there. But my wife would say, no, follow GPS all the way. She would definitely say that. That's what it's there for.
Right.
But from that standpoint, yeah, I felt like I didn't have a GPS. I felt like I did not have a direction. I literally, Tim, was like, I don't know how to tell my friends. I didn't have a book that I felt like I could go to, how to tell your friends you got cancer. How do you tell your wife?
Yep.
How do you tell your 11-year-old? How do you tell your... I didn't feel like... And so I just started documenting it. We started documenting it. And that is now... Man, we got music career that we could talk about. We got marriage stuff we can talk about. We got ministry stuff we can talk about. And somehow the all-consuming thing for our lives the past 2 years has been this journey and how we are documenting this journey so that someone else, so that someone's dad, right? So that someone's husband, someone's son, someone's uncle, someone's pastor, someone's name, so that they at least have some frame of reference. Even if it's not the handbook.
Right, for sure, absolutely.
It's just something.
And
it's
a
the cool thing about God trusting us with this, initiating me into this space and this club that I do not and did not want to be in.
Right, you didn't volunteer for it.
I cannot tell you how many men have spoken to me, whispered to me, hey, I heard I'm going through that right now.
Wow.
Famous people, non-famous people, just men.
Yeah.
Who have said, hey, I heard what you go through. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I'm 2 years in on that. It's like this unspoken secret society of people, specifically because of what prostate deals with. And functionality and manliness and malehood, all those different things. It's just unspoken. And that's why it's 99% treatable,
right?
But it's not spoken of simply because of what it deals with.
The power of you going first is in this particular thing because of what you said. And all of that is true, right? The sensitivity of it, the intimacy of it. We know the studies are there, the research is there, the empirical data is there, that if you can't turn feeling into words, you don't heal as fast. You don't. And so I just imagine all of these men who have broken the silence based on what you have been so open to share. It's one thing to put in a documentary and just go tell people, go watch the documentary. It's another thing to tell us that you doubled up on the underwear and then put on the pants and then performed with Usher.
Double up, homie.
Double.
Got to double up.
Got to double up. You just gave a new hashtag to double up that nobody in the 90s would understand. On the prophylactic? No. On the draws. You need to double up on the draws and then dependent.
Double up and dependent.
Double up and then dependent now. Come on. So I am, as your friend, I thank you. I applaud you for giving all these other men the gift to go 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21, 22. Because half of what kills us is the silence.
Yeah.
Forget the diagnosis. I'm going to get diagnosed and then not talk about it. I'm going to be dead twice as fast as the person that's like, yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. Pray for me. Because we were never supposed to walk through that type of any situation we go through in life outside of community. Period. And so like the fact that you've done that is just profound. It's just profound to me. Tell me the name of the doc again.
Sustain. Different from maintain.
Sustained.
When you maintain something, you're trying to keep it at the level that it's at. To sustain something, you're trying to steadily progress beyond.
Correct.
Just maintaining it.
Yeah, that's good.
But you want to have growth in in the process of it. And that's what we've been doing.
Okay, so here's the question I'm intrigued by. How is Montell different
How is Montel different?
on the other side of a 1-2 punch to cancer? Yeah, you had to squabble up twice.
Yeah.
So I know that changes you. But in what ways and how?
This is always the answer to this is still not even clear for me. I discussed this with Kristen. I've tried to find language for it. And I feel like, for one, my love language is time. And so time invested over time spent is extremely important to me. It's the reason we vacation together. It's the reason why we do what we do, because time for me, that's how I breathe. My wife knows she can sit next to me and we don't have to say a word. And she's going crazy because she would rather be scrolling or doing something or whatever. I'm just like, just be here. I just need the time. And so my understanding and appreciation of time as a currency is different. I prefer to invest over spend regularly because you spend and don't necessarily get back anything. You get a moment or X, Y, and Z, time spent. I don't want to spend time with you. I want to invest time with you because there's a residual return that comes from investing. So I'm very protective of my time now after the 1-2 punch.
Absolutely.
Part of that is learning the question you asked, who am I on the other side of this? I'm still figuring that out because there are parts of me that I really like and I appreciate on the other side of this. And there are parts of me that I don't like. And the parts of me that I don't like are because when we went through the cancer journey the first time, I felt like I had to detach from myself to watch myself navigate cancer. And I didn't feel like I could fully function as, you know, my grandkids, you know, when they ask, what does Big Papa do? What do you think Big Papa does? That's what they call me. What do you think Big Papa does? And one of my grandsons, Cash Baby, he was young. He said, Big Papa go get the monies. That's what he said. That's how he wrote it down. Big Papa goes to get the monies. So because Big Papa has to go get the monies, how I provide for my family, how I fund a film about cancer is Big Papa got to go get the monies. And Big Papa with cancer can't go get the monies. So Big Papa, husband, father, grandfather, detaches from Montell with cancer and let him deal with that. And Montell is out touring, singing, doing what I do, ministering, doing all of those things, while this guy that has whatever's happening in his body is trying to figure out, how do I get this out of my body?
So you didn't even take him with you?
No. And so almost like hopping
yes,
back
of course,
in and out of those spaces.
Yeah.
I spent quite a bit of time in the space with cancer, but in order to function, man,
right,
I had to step out of myself to watch myself fight.
Yep.
Because the fighter Montell is very different
Yep.
from the everyday living life peacemaker Montell. This guy had to be violent because cancer is violent. And so the only way I could keep a kindness about me with my wife and still have desire and have those things where I had to step out of that guy that's fighting, because fighting cancer is violent. It's violent because you're fighting something you can't see.
Yes, sir.
That shit ain't fair.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not fair.
Absolutely.
And so when you're in an unfair fight,
Yep.
and it would be the violent spaces, I had to step out of that in order to not be violent in the spaces that I'm with my grandkids and my family. Tim, I can remember I held my granddaughter, and there was this one time, I remember clear as day, that I was trying to hold her, and she didn't want to come to me. And something inside me said, she doesn't want to come to you because whatever's inside of you, she can feel that or sense that. And I don't know if it was true or not, but that's what I felt in that moment.
Of course.
And so I felt like I can't have them exposed to this guy that's in the violent fight. I need to step outside of that so I can still be who I need to be
Yep.
to pay for this and to do what we need to do to function. And so we get the surgery, we get healed from that, and now PSA levels, prostate-specific antigen levels are supposed to be dropping and doing what they do. And so now I'm able to allow these guys to meet again. And as they are starting to come back together, it's like, oh, how you doing? You look like you've been in a fight. Oh, yeah, you look like you've been chilling. It's good to meet you.
Getting the monies.
Yeah, but
you look like you went and got the monies.
You're getting the monies. Yes, sir. And so we start to come back together.
Yep.
And in that, I remember coming back after that, and my granddaughter comes to me or whatever.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, good.
Wow.
Things still didn't drop back where I felt like they were supposed to be.
Yep.
Okay, now we get a rematch. One that I wasn't expecting. Some rematches just shouldn't happen.
I agree.
Right?
I absolutely agree.
And
We
so-
saw that fight. We don't want to see it again.
I don't need to see it.
Yeah, we don't want to see part 2 of this.
And it comes, and I didn't pick the fight. It's the fight that came to me. And it's the fight that came to us. And so now, in that second journey, the people that came back together, and so understand this for context, I have always navigated being different Montells. I may have said this to you before. Prior to all this, music business, Montell.
Understood.
R&B, Montell.
Right.
Fraternity guy, Montell.
Right.
Church, Montell.
Yep.
I called it spiritual schizophrenia, not to make any light of the term schizophrenia.
Understood. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was different Montells
Yep.
for every different occasion.
Yep.
I had different conversations. I had different ways that I worked and interacted with people based on what Montell I needed to be in those spaces.
Got you.
That was most of my life.
Gotcha.
When I went into ministry in 2011, that was the first time that all those Montells either converged together or they had to die. And in that space, I became one Montell. I became the Montell God loves the most. All the other ones had to die. So the Montell with my mom, the Montell at church, the Montell in R&B, the Montell, one Montell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Until cancer comes.
Yep.
And so one Montell, when cancer comes,
Splits you.
splits me. And then I become the Montell with cancer and the Montell without. And then I come back together again. And then the rematch comes.
And then a rematch comes.
And then the split happens again. So now, I took the long way to get us.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
So now when you ask me, how is Montell on the other side? Montell is still trying to put himself back together to the point of where I'm speaking about myself in third person.
Wow.
And I haven't had to do that
Yep.
in a long time.
Yep.
Because I've been first person.
Yes, sir.
And now trying to put those pieces back together, I find myself sometimes not being as kind or as patient or as optimistic with my best friend, who's been through this with me.
Right.
Watching myself,
Right.
be myself,
Right.
and then step out of myself and
Absolutely.
become myself again.
Yeah.
And so in that, I have to continue catching myself. And I felt like I can be present. I can be, I don't know how to say, I can be there, present, but not fully there. And so I have to catch myself and I have to force myself to be like, hey, be in the moment. Be right there in the moment. Because, there's a part of me that knows I am healed. There's a part of me that knows all means all. And there's a part of me that knows that in 4 months, I need to go back and I need to check those PSA levels and need to make sure that there's no more fight. Nobody's saying, hey, after school. After school. And as a kid, I remember being bullied.
I remember.
After school.
I remember. After school.
And what killed me more than actually the bully being there after school was me thinking about all day.
Absolutely. It's torture.
This guy
I can't concentrate in class.
After school.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely.
Whether he showed up or not.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the battle within.
Yes, sir.
The external battle is, I know I'm healed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I believe it. And I trust it. And you don't want that fight.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, I've already
beat
whipped you twice. I've already whipped you
and
twice.
you really shouldn't even get a rematch because anytime you beat somebody, there's no purpose in
exactly
doing that again.
Exactly.
And navigating now, stepping fully back into becoming one Montell. The Montell who's now battle tested. The Montell who now got the scars to prove it, the literal scars to prove it that I've been in a fight. Just now being in a space to tell everybody about the fight without gloating because I didn't want to be in the fight.
Right, exactly.
I didn't want to have to do that to you.
Right.
Right?
You rolled up on me.
I didn't want to do that to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But talking about it and showing it, it keeps it present as opposed to being something that was past.
Yeah. Dude, this is a profound this is a really profound part of this conversation for me. Because I'm just thinking about my life and my sexual abuse and my addictions and I've been a believer for 30 years, and it's still the part that he wants me to talk about to give people context to freedom and to peace. And I'm like, there's other stuff to talk about.
Lots of stuff.
There's a whole lot of other stuff to talk about. I know we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, but we can talk about something else.
Yeah.
And I like talking about a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And it usually comes back to what I overcame.
Yeah.
So you're giving me just a lot to consider as it relates to how to stay integral when life wants to split you like an atom.
Yeah. How to stay whole.
How do you stay whole when I'm thinking about what was that? Asteroid?
That's the video game.
Yeah. Where Galaga? Maybe
Gallagher is that.
Yeah.
Defender is the ball.
I'm just thinking about the asteroids that come down and is that Galaga?
Or Galaxy.
Or maybe I think the game was actually called Asteroid. I think it was just Asteroid.
Asteroids, the beep, beep.
Yeah.
Beep.
And we
It's like floating
but when you hit them, they split.
pieces. Yeah. That's asteroids.
It's Asteroid. So it's not that when you hit it, you destroyed it. You just broke it.
Yeah.
And now you got to go track that other piece
Yeah.
because that piece is now falling.
My God.
So hitting it didn't destroy it. It split it and gave you 4 new things to shoot.
Yeah.
And so you're giving me an image of the enemy playing Asteroid with how do I split him up? And keep him from becoming whole again.
Yeah.
And then that's the fight I'm not going to let you split me
Right.
5 different ways and then I can't come back together again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially after I've already experienced what it's like to be one
Yeah.
man.
Know what it feels like.
Right? Know what it feels like.
Yeah.
Paid the full price for that.
Yes.
And then something foreign comes into my body that causes this split. No, I needed to hear that.
Visual.
Yeah.
Very visual.
I needed to see that. I needed to hear that. I needed to know that.
So coming back together.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I'm doing now.
Yes, sir.
Is coming back together.
Yeah.
And so here's a reminder, in the same way that I keep reminding myself or reminding others of here's the journey that I've been through. I have to remind myself that I'm still healing.
Yes.
I am healed.
Yes.
I'm healed.
Right. But this is not a past tense thing like it was 10 years ago, fam.
And I'm still healing. And
you are saved and being saved.
And so the liberation in that allows me the freedom
Yes.
to be in the space of saying, yes, I receive, I am healed.
Yes, absolutely.
And all means all.
Amen.
And
I'm
still healing.
Yes.
Which gives me the grace
Yes.
of recognizing when I miss it.
Yes.
It's not that I'm trying to neglect.
Correct.
Or that I'm trying to be, I'm still healing.
Yeah, bro. That is probably the most liberating revelation, information, context that any of us can have when we endure a hard trial and go through a test, is to give ourselves the grace not to have it all together. I talked to some dear friends yesterday who went through a very spiritually wounding season. And I was telling them I went through a season like that and it took me 10 years to recover.
Yeah.
And one of the parties that was present said, oh my goodness, that makes me feel so much better because it's only been 4 for me. And I keep kicking myself in the butt thinking, how come I'm not over this yet? And I'm like, because it's only been 4 years. Who thinks 4 years is a long time? Who thinks 4 years is a long time? I don't. 4 years went by so fast, it was last Thursday.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
we're in a time warp.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
So it's like we have to give ourselves incredible amounts of grace
For
because
sure.
healing is not on some stopwatch of like, how come you're not over that yet? It's not linear in the way we want everything to be linear.
Healing
Point A
is
is there,
not on
point
the
B.
clock.
It's not
Healing
on your
is
clock.
not
It
on
is
the clock.
not on your clock. Do you know how arrogant we would be if it was on our clock?
Done. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like get an Achilles tear and you'll find out how long healing takes.
Yeah.
Not just of the physical injury.
Yeah.
Before you start making that plant
That
again,
cut, yeah. You need to.
okay, you can.
You sure?
You can do 5-on-5s again.
Yeah.
But you ain't about to cross me up
Don't do that.
and do a step back.
Yeah.
Your brain won't let you.
Facts.
And how dare you go home and punish your mind for not being ready to make the step you used to make? It remembers the pain. So of course I flinch.
Muscle memory.
Of course I'm flinching. I used to do this without pain and I knew it to do it with pain. And so now I'm post pain, but my brain still remember.
Yeah.
We gotta, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Chris and I, in the marriage ministry stuff that we do with the muscle memory of that, the stuff that we navigated in that space, to be able to tell the stories that we tell now, that's different because not only has time gone and not only has healing taken place, the telling of it, the retelling, all of those different things have allowed us to be in a space now where that testimony has become our strength.
Yes.
And we can tell it and we can tell it together and we can tell the difficult part. Like we can tell the whole thing.
For sure.
Be fully present in that and it not feel like it's so close to where this had just happened yesterday.
Right.
Would you agree with that, babe? This right here, though, you know what I mean? Like I said, whatever might be 10 years from you or the person the other day that said 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm 2 years and 4 months out of
Yeah.
somebody looking me in the face and telling me something foreign is inside your
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the grace.
Yes, sir.
To have grace
An immeasurable amount of grace.
with myself.
Yes, sir.
Of who I am becoming because I still realize that in order for me to now be fully Montell, to be whole, I think that there's a part of me that wants to not split again. I want to remain whole. And the process of remaining whole now requires me that the fighter Montell, right, that I did not want to be a part of, I want to keep part of him in this journey moving forward
Yes, sir.
so that I have everything I have to be fully present
Yes, sir.
for whatever other fights
Yeah.
come along in life because I'm just tired of splitting myself between myself.
Okay, so this is gonna be so morbid, and I think everybody that knows me knows how I'm comprised. So I just finished The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I had never seen it when it first came out.
Wow.
And
Welcome.
yes, and so I just finished it, and the ending was incredibly surprising to me, and
Yeah.
absolutely appropriate
For sure.
what the storyline had been. But I remember
Decent payoff, by the way.
a very decent
payoff.
a very
Not what anybody expects.
no
Decent
very,
payoff.
I really appreciated it. So in the first season, Tony has to take Meadow to different colleges, which colleges Meadow gonna go to, and then recognizes a person that was a rat, and so he's like, okay, I'm drop you off at college, and then he goes and finds this guy and kills him. And the dad that dropped off Meadow at college is the same guy that murdered the rat.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, I'm Tony. I got
You got Tony tendencies.
I have crazy Tony tendencies. And this is the character that David Chase made millions of people fall in love with. The complexity. I'm not going to give you Heathcliff Huxtable. I'm not about to give you the Seavers. I'm going to give you a very complicated man.
Flawed.
Who is neither protagonist or antagonist. He's both.
Yeah.
And the fact that he had to go, that he went to therapy was just chef's kiss for me, right? Yeah. Especially watching it now. But this goes back to the tension that I think we need to even learn to hold for ourselves. Is that fighter doesn't need to be the other than of who Montell is. There's a fighter who hasn't probably needed to show his face since his 20s. Right? I'm thinking about me leaving Cali, and I've never had to be the dangerous person that I would have had to be. Not because this is my disposition, but
it
I'm going to get you. Guess who's coming home?
Yeah.
I'm going home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now the police might be at the house and I might have a new home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm coming home. So I haven't had to be that person since I left Cali. He's in there. He's dormant. He's in there. And if he needs to come out, I want to make sure he comes out in a way that glorifies God.
Right.
And not me. So I don't think you need to divorce yourself from the fighter. I think the integration of accepting him. And yes, that nigga had to be mean. He had to be violent. You don't want him still with that rage picking up Cash Money. But Cash Money needs to know if the man that goes to get the monies ever needed to catch someone's fade, he'd put Cash Money down and two-piece whoever, whatever, in the same way he did Cancer. And both of those can exist.
It's not what I want. And all the things that I don't want are normally the things that God can trust me with.
Are you opposed to me asking you a question? Are you afraid of him?
Yes. Yeah.
What scares you about him?
I don't like him. And I'm aware that when I say I don't like him, there's a part that I recognize I'm saying I don't like me. There's a part of me that I don't like. And it's the part of me that my wife affirms in me. It's the part of me that sees the scars on my body or sees how I'm different post-surgery. It's the part of me that sees the hot flashes that I have because of medication. It's the part of me that is now a regular part of me that I don't think I have fully accepted. And I think I'm in this space of still trying to figure out if my and our new normal has to have what that guy brings to the table, or if he served his purpose for that. And I think I have to get to a space of finding I think that might be how you and I are different. Like, because you can be that guy that can bring that heat and also be the guy that takes your sons for ice cream. You know what I mean? or crumble or whatever it is that you do. You can be both of those guys.
Yep.
I'm still wrestling with those. Because I know what that takes. At least I think I know what that takes. And I love not code switching. I love just being able to be just me. And me is a guy that loves the Lord and goes out and sings R&B music. And both of those people exist as one Montell. I don't have to break them apart. They don't have to be like, he's one guy. He's this and recognizing the places that I have grown to love being in one space, in one human body, in one mental capacity of a person, means I'd have to welcome the version of myself that fought cancer into the comfortable space that I am as Big Papa that goes to get the monies, that holds my and know that that's not something that my children or grandchildren would be fearful of or can feel it and be repelled by it. It's the weirdest thing, man.
No, I see what you're saying. I'm looking at what you're saying.
Holding my granddaughter and her just looking up at me and loving this or that, and me being like, I need that. I need that. I need that from her. I want to give that to her. I want that from her. And seeing her and her, it was just like, you see something I don't see? Like, what is, I'm the same, And then Rick, something said, in me. It's kids are very, very perceptive of stuff, whether it's sickness, whether it's sin. There are things that children, can feel. And I felt that, and I don't want to feel that again. But I do need to be equipped for whatever, these hands, the hands got to be ready.
So here's what I'll say. Being sensitive to what you've said. I don't feel like the fighter Montell was manufactured. I don't feel like this is some third entity that you had to create in a lab to go fight cancer. He's always been in you. I believe he's always been there. And the right circumstance, which just happened to be cancer, brought him out. Right. If we want to go comic book, we can gamma radiation it. Okay.
I am right with it with David Bruce Banner.
Okay.
Saying what you saying. I'm always angry. That was it right there.
That was the highlight. Outside of him doing this to Loki, that moment is the moment.
That is the moment
of the original Avengers.
I never equated that moment could be relevant to me.
Yeah.
And not in a rage anger.
No.
Not in that space, but just recognizing, like he's like, what's your secret?
Yes.
What? Hey, if you got that secret, you should probably.
We need it right now.
Now's the time for you to get angry.
If you can do it, that's my secret.
I'm always
angry.
And so, I'm not always angry, but I am always capable of fighting the fight that needs to be fought.
Yes, sir. So am I.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't look for it. I don't welcome it.
No.
I don't instigate.
No. But if it comes to you.
Quick on the draw.
To stay ready.
You ain't got to get ready. Ain't gonna be no fumbling over here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
and so I want that. That has served me well. Spiritual fights with my daddy, with my wife, with my kids. I can focus. That guy is focused. He don't need to be vigilant at all times.
Yeah.
But when it calls for it, there is a tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Everybody's panicked, and I am John Wick.
Get her done.
Right? I am just like, we good.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. We. Everybody can't fall out. I ain't falling out.
Right.
This is steady. This ain't shaking. Let's do what we need to do.
Yeah. Man, that's good. I don't know if that's good for anybody else. That's good for me.
You're my friend. I don't care if it's good for anybody else. This just happens to be the cameras are rolling, but I love you so much. You are my brother for life. And I don't want you to be afraid of a part of you that God gave you to survive. And Cash Money's not afraid of you. And I don't want you to take that moment and turn it into an unnecessary monument that becomes the barometer of if you're okay or not. Her reaction to you. She could have just been having a crappy day. But we don't want that memory to become the monument that is now the barometer of, am I? We can't she too young to be the barometer. Let her do that.
Yeah.
Let me do that when it's appropriate. But that girl too young to be the barometer. She was just freaking out that she wasn't feeling you.
Moody that day. I wasn't feeling you that day.
I didn't get ice cream. Nobody put me down when they were supposed to. I haven't had my nap. And then Paw comes, Big Papa comes, and I ain't feeling them right now, right? I just, God, there's a part of you that is a warrior, and you don't have to be afraid of him. He's not going to destroy your marriage. He's not going to destroy your family. He's not going to destroy your friendships. But he is capable of destroying. And as long as it's the right things and not the wrong things.
Capable is crazy.
Yeah. Capable.
Capable.
Huh? We're all capable of doing incredible feats. You just got to be in the right circumstances.
I didn't see this going here.
I didn't either.
I really thought we would be talking about so many other things. If I can, try and put at least a bow.
Please.
Early detection helped save my life. Regular screenings continues to save my life.
It's great.
Jesus saved my soul. That's his job.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to my life, there are some things that Jesus is responsible for.
Yes,
and then
sir.
there's some things that I'm responsible
Yes, sir.
for.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
And me being irresponsible with my life and then putting that on Jesus is blame sharing.
Absolutely. It's malpractice. It's
Malpractice.
It's malpractice.
Yeah.
That is not what the salvation and the efficacious blood of Jesus Christ was there for.
Correct.
For you to not go get screened.
Correct.
That ain't faith.
No.
That's folly.
Folly.
I had to use my King
That's
James word.
Folly.
I had to use my King James word.
That is folly.
Yes, sir.
And the space where people are fearful, or men are fearful of the finger check, all of that, the rectal check for checking for PSA and stuff like that. Technology has advanced so much that a blood test,
Yep.
you have to ask for it.
Yep.
They're not going to offer it
Yeah.
because that's what's happening on Capitol Hill.
Yep.
Now they're trying to make it a mandatory thing that's included when you go to get your regular physicals. If you don't say, hey, I'd like to know what my PSA is, if you don't do that, they're not going to check for it, even if they take your blood.
Interesting.
They won't do that.
Interesting.
They're trying to change that law now. But blood tests can tell you what your PSA levels are, to tell you if you have just an enlarged prostate or if you have prostate cancer.
Gotcha.
That's important.
Yep.
And it's really important because for 12 years, I have been going yearly for my physicals.
Yes, sir.
And the finger check is not what detected that I had cancer.
Got you.
So I had the finger check.
Right.
And that was like, nope, don't feel anything.
Right. But feeling it
But-
and having it are two different things.
The PSA level,
Right. It was the indicator.
prostate-specific antigen level, that said your numbers are off.
Yep.
So if I didn't do that, just the rectal check or whatever would not have shown anything.
Yeah.
And so for the guys out there that are concerned, well, nobody put no finger, that's
Yeah. We
grow up,
Yes. Yes.
grow up,
Yeah.
grow up,
Yes. Yes. Please tell them.
grow up.
Yes.
Because your mom and your wife and your daughters and your sons, your nieces, your nephews, your coworkers, the people, me, and Timothy.
Yes, sir.
We care about you enough to tell you, do what you need to do to go and get yourself checked. Early detection help save lives. Regular screening can help save your life. It is important. You are that valuable.
Yes, you are.
To us. You're that valuable to God. You need to be that valuable to yourself. And so from that standpoint, that's the reason why I've told what I'm telling.
Yes, sir.
And even beyond this, there are layers. Even we talk mostly about the fight of it.
Right, for sure.
There's so much later on another time. I'm not trying to bring it to a close, but I also recognize there are levels to this.
There's levels to this. Absolutely.
There's intimacy levels. There's all types of different challenges that come along with this that cause people to be fearful or to I just want to keep my life the way it is, and I won't check. I won't, but if you value your life, it is better to know than not to know, especially when it's treatable.
I agree. Absolutely. I agree even when it's untreatable. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Kim Yates, who was my executive admin for 7 years, she got diagnosed with gastrointestinal cancer in November of 2018. And the only people she wanted in the room were her husband and me when she talked to the doctor in the oncology office. So we get in there, and the doctor's using all the medical terms, and she gets done and asks if there's any questions, and Kimmy didn't have any questions. Brad didn't have any questions. And I was like, so I need you to keep it a buck. What's the expectation here? And so she looks at Kimmy like, do you have two husbands? Cause is this dude just a friend of the family? And Kimmy looks at her and looks at me, looks at Brad, and she was like, anything you could tell me and my husband, you can tell this man. This is my pastor. This is my son. This is everything, right? So I said, I want to know, I just want to know what we need to have faith for. If we're going to have faith for something, so what's the expectation? She was like, 6 to 9 months. I was like, sweet. Thank you so much. At least we know. Now we know what to have faith for, what's going to believe. But ignorance is not bliss.
Right.
When it comes to what's going on in your own body. Tell me.
Yeah.
And that way, tell us so we can all get our minds around it and prepare for the miraculous, for the inevitable, whatever. But to just be sitting up here, I don't want to know, let's go home and eat ice cream and watch Godfather. No. That's not, we can't put our hand in the sand like that. Jesus knew when his time was coming.
Yeah. He also knew when he wasn't ready.
That's exactly right.
My time has not come
My
yet.
time has not come. And when it did come, he was like, the hour has come.
Yeah.
Look at the time.
Yeah.
Right? Second Timothy, Paul is like, go get the parchments and bring my cloak, because it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I have been poured out as a drink offering, right? There is now therefore laid up for me a crown of righteousness. Like, I'm not afraid of when it's time to go. I'm going home. But my stewardship responsibility is to not abdicate from the responsibility of being a good steward of my temple.
Right.
Even if I know I'm going, I want to know what I'm going from. And I want to know, have I done everything I can, or did I exasperate it by being ignorant?
Right.
So do what this man said. Okay. This man has been way past transparent. He talked about the difference between nakedness and transparency, but this was vulnerability personified. And This is not just about your physical health. It's about your spiritual health. This is about letting people in on the journey. I know you would love to keep this all private and just have a little sweet, picture perfect before and after picture. That's not the way community works. That's not the way healing works.
Right.
It happens in the process. And this man has left us not just gems to consider in this episode, but a digital bread trail. It's not even crumbs. He just frisbeeing slices of bread on the ground. Go look at this whole slice that's on the ground. Pick it up. Go to the next one. Make a sandwich out of it. Go to the next one. Make another sandwich. Like he's giving us through Sustained a digital footprint of how to walk through adversity. It's the year of our Lord 2026. I think it's wildly appropriate
Spiritual sandwiches.
to give us some spiritual sandwich. Why do I hear bruh, man?
Sandwich.
Want that sandwich.
You gonna eat that?
Bruh, man, what you doing in my house? It's 1:30 in the morning. I don't know, Martin. Just came to get a
chilling.
spiritual sandwich. Came to get a couple of spiritual sandwiches. Make sure that my PSA levels is all right. Make sure, if I need to double up on my draws.
Double up. Double up on the pants. Baby.
You gave us so many gems in this. Oh, I'm weak. I'm done. Oh, thank you. Well, praise Jesus.
Yeah, man.
This was the combo to have today.
It was.
This was the combo to have today. Absolutely.
I hope people know that they can reach out.
Yes, sir.
Because I know when people navigate, when you give them something,
Yeah.
the actionable item,
Yep.
is to get help, get
Yeah.
therapy, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Actionable items are talk to your local care provider. If
That's
you don't
right.
have one, find a clinic, find places where you can just get blood tests. There are all types of different spaces. If you don't have a doctor that you trust,
Yep.
find a doctor
Yep.
that you do trust.
Yeah, for sure.
Research, do those things. And if you need to get more info from me,
Yep.
I think the documentary one is a great resource.
And where do people access that?
They go to sustainthemovie.com.
Got it. Sustainthemovie.com.
Correct. And when this airs, when we show this, the documentary could be out, it could be on the way, but regardless, they'll have resources to go to sustainthemovie.com
Yes, sir.
or on IG, Sustain the Movie. And from that standpoint, they can also reach out to me direct,
Great.
and I'll have some type of thing in play for people to be able to know. Even though, like I said, every person is different, every cancer is different. There
sure.
are certain things
Yep.
that I am doing
Yep.
in my path that may be like, well, I'm not going to do that, but I will do that.
Yes, for sure.
So from that standpoint, yeah, I gave up dairy. Yeah.
Yes. You changed your diet.
I changed my
You didn't exasperate
diet.
it.
No.
Yeah, you didn't exasperate.
I love bacon. I gave up pork.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, and I just learning to love other things.
Yes.
Because when my trainers and everything would say, well, you can't have this, you can't have, I'm like, I'm not I can't have. Tell me what I can't have.
Yeah, for sure.
Show me what I can have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll find the boundary of, I do the soursop teas. I do certain things.
Yes.
Everybody in the world, when you tell them you got something or had something, they want to, you got to do this. I am an advocate for medical meeting holistic.
Absolutely.
That's me.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's one or the other.
I agree. It's
And
both.
I have learned
Yes.
that even those worlds don't agree with that.
Interesting.
Because the holistic world is like, don't do
Right.
just do these things and
Yeah.
you'll be completely healed.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a medical profession that I can say, hey, I'm doing this surgery, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
What else can I do? There's no correlation. There's not enough data to show that any eating changes that you make will, affect your PSA level. So
Right.
they don't believe that
Right.
those two worlds are I don't believe that. I believe they are
Good job.
connected.
Good job. Absolutely
And so
correct.
in believing
Because
that,
nobody on the holistic side could have done your surgery.
correct.
This is just a no duh. Like,
Yeah.
do y'all hear yourself? Like, do you mean to tell me that if I do something holistic, it's gonna take this out of me?
Yeah.
Stop playing. Yeah, that's good.
And so the holistic, the medical, fasting and praying,
Yes, sir.
cell rejuvenation.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All of those
Yes,
things.
give your
Because
body
it's
a break.
cellular.
That's right.
It's a cellular disease.
That's
It's
right.
prostate cancer. And so from that standpoint, I'm looking at all of those things and I'm trying to make the best decisions that I can make for me.
Yes, sir.
And then leaving spiritual sandwiches out
That's right.
for other people that at least want to have something more to be able to say, hey, I don't know how Chadwick Boseman navigated what he navigated.
Right.
I don't know what D'Angelo
Yes.
did. I don't know what Dwayne Wiggins from Tony Tone.
Yeah.
I don't know what whatever those things are. There's not a template there to
Yeah.
be able to know because it's private. And
Yeah.
whatever they navigated, they chose to do it privately.
Yeah.
And I honor that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm also trying to be honorable
Yes, of course.
by our navigation being public.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a choice.
Yeah, it is.
It's a choice that my wife made with me.
Yes.
It's a choice that my children also made.
Yes.
Because, Dad, we would rather navigate this with you, but we understand that because of what this can mean for someone else,
Yes.
we will, God gave his only begotten son. Our kids are like, we'll give our only begotten father
Right. Yes.
for everybody to have access to. And they're taking the hit and the sacrifice of sharing something very private as well for
Yes,
them.
sir. Absolutely.
So that somebody else, so that you have at least something to point to be able to say, this may not be our answer, but this can at least get us in the ballpark of seeing what somebody else did.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for loving all of us enough to take something so private and to choose to make it public. You are a rare gift. You are a unicorn. You are a man that I cherish and do not take for granted. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you.
I love you back.
And I know this conversation is going to help thousands, if not millions of people be able to make different choices and how they navigate whatever their painful experiences are. So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we didn't
Mic
mic drop, but my phone dropped. I guess that's the end. I thank you, man. I love you
Thank
so
you,
much.
bro. I love you back.
Hey, for everybody, please, y'all already know, if you don't know, at Montell Jordan and sustainthemovie.com.
Shout out to your wife, bro. She was there.
She was present.
She was there when I went to the hospital
She was
for
present.
surgery. She
She
was
was
there for my
present.
wife.
She was present.
So the way we're buds, our wives
Yes, sir.
are buds.
Absolutely correct.
And you all are buds, and me and you
Yeah,
are like,
yeah,
we're
for
buddies.
Sure. Yeah,
But
yeah. But
the
that
fact that she
one of us
showed
had to
up
be there. One of us had to be there.
while you're I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring this to a close.
No.
While you were navigating what you were navigating with your dad,
That's
your
right.
wife
That's
came
right. Absolutely
to be
correct.
with me.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Y'all don't get this. I don't get this. Process.
If you cannot be with me, or if I cannot be with you in the process,
Yeah.
if I'm only there for the before and afters,
Yeah.
I am a seasonal friend.
If you're not present in the process, you don't get to be part of the promise. I'll say it again. If you're not present through the process, you don't get to be a part of the promise.
I had separate notes for you, but I'm putting this one under the spend time and investment thingy.
I sense I need to go to the restroom.
Oh, go.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
and I don't
Jesus.
have Depends on. I'm letting
praise
you know.
God. Okay, great. Okay. Y'all, that man's not going to pee on himself or my seat.
No, we good.
So until next time, peace.
The basement is back again, get it crackling. Press beat no matter what issues we tackling. Dwelling deep no matter what issues we grappling. Y'all heard the call no matter what candidates I'm rapping in. Hundreds flow ain't the flow God chose. The basement is the flow God knows. We seen, heard, known, love, agreed all those. Maybe disagree, but that don't mean we foes. I'm back in this community with impunity. All them cancellations from the crowd couldn't ruin me. Besides the fact I'm digging wells rather usefully. We in the Discord with one accord kinda beautifully. Cali to Texas, dwellers don't test us. We dead to the flesh, crucifixion for breakfast. I am a vegan, no beef, only lettuce. So let us catch up with no mustard to bless us. God give us grace as we process these feelings. Give us the strength for this flesh we are killing. We are with you, remain true to the witness. Without you we lose, with you we are winning. Let's go.